Hello everyone, welcome to the current affairs discussion for the day 7th August. First up, question number 1. Consider the following statements. Statement number 1. The Election Commission of India is a 5-member body. And statement 2. Union Ministry of Home Affairs decides the election schedule for the conduct of both the general elections as well as the by-elections. And statement number 3, Election Commission resolves the disputes relating to splits mergers of recognized political parties. And which of the statements given above is or correct? So we have to choose the correct statements which are given above. So if you see the statement number 1, the Election Commission of India is not a 5-member body, rather it is a 3-member body. Hence, option 1 becomes incorrect, and we have to choose the correct option, and option 1 becomes incorrect, so we can eliminate option A. And statement number 2, the Union Ministry of Home Affairs decides the elections. Union Ministry of Home Affairs is not responsible for announcing or deciding this election schedule. Rather, it is Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India. So, statement 2 will also becomes incorrect. So, if you remove the statement 2, and you will get the answer option D, which is 3 only. And let's read out the question. Election Commission resolves the disputes relating to splits or mergers of recognized political parties. Yes, this is true. So, Election Commission of India decides the disputes associated with split or merger of recognized political parties. This statement is correct. Therefore, option D would be the correct option for this question. And if you see under Article 103 and Article 103, Election Commission of India, recommends to the President on the disqualification of MPs. And under Article 192, Election Commission of India advise Governor on the disqualification of MLAs and MLCs. And this ECA was in use because ECA is conducting SIR, Special Intensive Revision, in the state of Bihar. And the ECA versus Rahul Gandhi spat is also happening, and also Supreme Court ordered the Election Commission of India to list out the names that were released in this Bihar electoral roll. So basically what Supreme Court, the deletion has happened as per Election Commission of India. The deletion has happened because of death of individuals or migration of individuals or duplication of votes. So Supreme Court ordered to avail this data in the website. So which is why Election Commission of India is in use. And hence learning about ECA becomes important for the examination. If you talk about the Election Commission of India, it is a 3-member body currently. 3-member body, 1 Chief Election Commissioner and 2 Election Commissioners. 1 CEC, and he is 26th in order, and his name is Gyanesh Kumar, and other 2 ECs were Sukhveer Singh Sandhu and Vivek Joshi. And this was formed on 25th January 1950. So we are celebrating 25th January as National Voters Day. And the theme for the day is nothing like voting and I vote for sure. And the Election Commission of India headquarters is located in New Delhi, and the ECs and CECs were appointed based on the committee. The members of the committee was important because Supreme Court has passed an order mentioning the committee that will be responsible for appointing ECs and CECs. But the government of India the Parliament of India passed an act replacing the Supreme Court order. So this committee becomes important. Prime Minister of India is part of committee, leader of opposition, and Union Home Ministry. These three members, appoints or selects the ECs and CECs. Previously, Supreme Court ordered in the place of Union Home Ministry, Supreme Court ordered to have Chief Justice of India, but this was removed and this was replaced with Union Home Ministry by the Parliament of India in the year 2023. And ECs and CECs receive the same salary as a judge of Supreme Court, and the CECs were removed on the same counts and in the same manner as for Supreme Court judge, and ECs were removed after the recommendation from CEC. So basically, President of India removes CECs and ECs. For CECs based on the Parliament recommendation, and for the ECs based on the recommendation of CEC. Just know the distinction between those two. And this is about Election Commission of India. And one more thing, Election Commission of India conducts elections to what? It conducts elections to President, Vice President, and state legislatures, which is MLAs, MLCs. So all these the elections conducted by the Election Commission of India. So as MLAs for both states as well as UTs. There were 3 UTs, which has assemblies: Delhi, Puducherry, as well as Jammu and Kashmir. So Jammu Kashmir statehood was revoked in the year 2019. The special status was abrogated. Just mention in the comment section what is the special article that is related to Jammu and Kashmir. So that's it for the question number 1. And moving forward, question number 2. A cloud burst is measured by rainfall amounting more than how much? So cloud burst is in news recently in Uttarakhand Darali village. Cloud burst has witnessed, and recently in Kishtawar, Jammu Kashmir, this cloud burst event has witnessed. So which is why cloud burst is in news. And what is really cloud burst as per IMD? So that becomes important for the examination. So 10 centimeter, or basically rather 100 mm within an hour over 20 to 25 square kilometers were the event that event is considered as cloud burst event. So remember, 10 centimeters per hour over an area of 20 to 25 square kilometer. If that intensity occurs, then that event regarded as a cloud burst. So therefore option A becomes the correct option. And moving forward, question number 3. Humayun's tomb was in news. So where is Humayun's tomb located? It is located in the Delhi. So basically, he is a Mughal ruler. Mughals started the ruling India from 1526 and they ended 1857. So last ruler Bahadur Shah II, and first one Babur. Humayun is the second one. Humayun, Babur, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, as well as Aurangzeb. So these were great Mughals, major Mughals. After then, decline of Mughals has happened. So remember their chronology. So Humayun's tomb is located in New Delhi. Therefore, option B becomes the correct option. And question number 4. This is important question. Very, very important question. What is the event plan? So basically what happens is, if you consider this as Israel, so Israel territories were Gaza Strip and West Bank. So if Gaza Strip and West Bank, where Palestinians lives, and in the West Bank there is Jerusalem city, and in the Jerusalem city, if you consider this as Jerusalem city, in the eastern region of Jerusalem city, so there were 2 regions. So this region, and in between there were hilly areas, and in these hilly areas, basically this is event zone. These hilly areas, the Israel authorities are planning to settle 3,400 Jewish population into the area. Basically, they bring 3,400 families and they will settle here. So what happens then? So basically, Jerusalem becomes divided into two territories, and there is no transportation, and the transportation becomes uneasy, as well as the separate Palestinian statehood becomes very much difficult in order to get the separate Palestinian country. So which is why the Palestinians are arguing about this plan, and Israeli finance minister is saying that we will conclude this plan by the end of this month. So basically they are going to approve this plan by the end of this month. So which is why this even plan is in news, and this was covered in the Indian Express newspaper. So this is important. Even plan associated with what? An Israeli proposal to construct settlements in a strategic corridor linking East Jerusalem and Adumim in the West Bank. So this is the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and this is Adumim. Connecting these two, this is a strategic location. Here settlements are planning by the Israel authorities. Therefore, option B, correct option for question number 4. And moving forward, question number 5. This is also associated with let's read out the question. The term two-state solution is sometimes mentioned in the news in the context of affairs of what? So two-state solution for Israel, one for independent Palestine and another for independent Israel. So this is important. You have to see the map of Israel as well as Palestine. Map of Israel as well as Palestine. If you see the map of Israel is surrounded by Egypt and Jordan here. Israel and Jordan separated by Dead Sea, and Lebanon here, Syria here, and Mediterranean Sea. So basically LSJY, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Egypt. So these 4 countries were surrounding the Israel. So between Syria and Israel, there were Golan Heights present, and between Israel and Jordan, there were Dead Sea is present. So you have to also know about the Syria. Syria is also in news because of the persecution of some religious communities like Rohingyas in Myanmar. Therefore, this country is also in news. So Syria is also important. Mediterranean Sea bordering nations are also important, and Palestine is also important. So Palestine, if you see the bordering nations, Egypt, Gaza Strip. This Gaza Strip shares border with Egypt and Mediterranean Sea and Israel. So if they ask about Gaza, you have to mention those answers. And if you talk about the Palestine shares border with Jordan, Egypt, Mediterranean Sea, and Israel. So which is recently UK government is planning to announce basically to consider Palestine as a separate nation. France is also planning to consider Palestine as a separate nation. So mention in the comment section whether this Palestine country is a permanent member of UN or not. So in UN we have permanent members, right? So just mention whether this Palestine country is a permanent member of UN or not, and also mention whether it has voting rights or not, voting rights in the United Nation or not. So mention these two in the comment section. So question number 5, therefore option B becomes the correct option. And moving forward, consider the following statements: Turkey, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, Iraq, and Iran. How many of the above countries shares border with Syria? Let's get into the explanation. If you see the map of Syria borders with Turkey, yes, Iraq, yes, and Jordan, yes, and Israel, yes, and Lebanon, yes. So basically 5 countries. And if you read out the question, Turkey, yes, Lebanon S, Israel S, and Jordan is also sharing borders. Iraq is also sharing, but Iran is not sharing. So how many of the above countries? 5 countries. 5. Therefore option B becomes the correct option. And moving forward, question number 7. So Yudh Abhyas, this is important military exercise. Yudh Abhyas is a bilateral military exercise between the 21st edition of Yudh Abhyas is going to take place in Alaska. So in the Alaska, where Trump and Vladimir Putin met yesterday, and there was no good news for Donald Trump, but and there is no bad news for India as well. So they were met in Alaska. And what has happened? There is no resolution passed to stop to have the ceasefire for Ukraine. And the Alaska previously was under the Russia's control. But Russians were given this territory to the USA in the year 1867. I think around with $7 million plan, around $7 million. This was sold to USA in the year 1867. So Alaska and Russia separated with Bering Strait. Remember these key points as well. So Yudh Abhyas military exercise between India and USA. Therefore option A becomes the correct option. And this was hosted by USA in the state of Alaska. And the partition horror day is observed on. This is important. And from the year 2021, we are witnessing partition horror day on 14th August. So therefore 14th August becomes important. This question is important. The partition horror day is observed on 14th August. And moving forward, question number 9. Which city in India is a front runner for hosting 2030 Commonwealth Games? So 2030 Commonwealth Games, the bid was approved by the Commonwealth Association. India is hosting this 2030 Commonwealth Games. First point. And in India there were 3 cities. First front runner will be Ahmedabad. So therefore Ahmedabad becomes the correct option. So 2030 Commonwealth Games hosted by India, and Ahmedabad considered as the front runner host city. And in the year 2022 this games was hosted by England, and next year, which 2026, so after every 4 years Commonwealth Games happens. So 2026 this was hosted by Glasgow, Scotland, and 2030 Ahmedabad, India. So this is about question number 9. Option C, correct option for question number 9. And question number 10, this is also important question. Who became 89th chess grandmaster of India? So Rohit Krishna becomes the 89th chess grandmaster. Divya Deshmukh 88th, and Hari Krishna Arya 87th, and Sri Hari LR 86. So 89th Rohit Krishna becomes the 89th chess grandmaster of India. Therefore option B correct option for question number 10. And daily static GK question, you have to mention the answer in the comment section below. Direct Action Day is observed on which of the following dates? 16th August 1946, 16th August 1947, 14th August 1946, and 14th August 1947. So you have to mention in the comment section when was Direct Action Day observed. This was observed by Muslim League, and in the same Muslim League has also celebrated Day of Deliverance Day. So you have to mention these dates in the comment section below. Mention Direct Action Day and also mention Day of Deliverance Day. So that's it for the session. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Hind.